Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Calcio Press. I'm so excited to be here to talk Italian football. And yes, it's the international break again. A lot of games to be played in world football, especially the Euro Cup coming up soon. A lot of qualifiers ahead of time for Italy as a country, because we know Mancini. It's a time for Mancini to himself again after the disappointment of not going through to the World Cup. But of course, we don't want to forget about the games that were played like in the Italian Serie A this past weekend, looking at teams who fighting for the top four positions, as well as the league leaders and the most informed team right now in Europe, Napoli. Yes, for Napoli, yes, the good victory for them in the weekend, beating Torino away from home, 4-0. And then when Napoli score a lot of goals, you always want to look at the name in the score sheet, and who else than the man of the moment, Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen has been on top form, been banging a lot of goals for Napoli, and then in fact he's the hottest prospect right now in Europe. All the clubs will be looking at him when the transfer market comes up. For Napoli, as always, champagne football, beautiful display of quality football from Spalletti's men, seeing the transitions, the cohesion, the movements, the passing accuracy of the team. It's so beautiful to see. I'm sure the Napoli fans will be in euphoria right now, seeing the way their team is performing. And also, we want to look at the other teams fighting for the top four position, especially for Inter Milan and Juventus. That was one of the big games that happened at the weekend for Juventus. It was a great result for them, although a lot of controversy with how the result was achieved for Juventus, with fans complaining of the handball incident that was part of the build-up to the goal. But for Juventus in general, it's a good one for them, getting 3 points away from home against Inter Milan at San Siro. I'm sure Allegri will be delighted. In fact, Juventus have performed really so well of late, getting a lot of positive victories from both the Europa League and then the league. Juventus have been consistent despite the 15-point deduction. For Allegri, it's a good one for Allegri as a coach, stamping his feet when it comes to handling Juventus. In fact, the Juventus management already working on extending Allegri's contract. And of course, you want to say he deserves that, seeing how Juventus have gone through a lot this season, a lot of new faces coming into the squad, a lot of changes to the management, point deduction. In spite of all these, Juventus have been really positive with how they go about the football and the pitch. For them right now, it's just 7 points away from top four, and it's still looking like it's possible to achieve that feat for Allegri. And seeing the way the other teams are so inconsistent and performing so poorly, especially for AC Milan and Inter Milan. In fact, the two Milan side have been awful. For Inter Milan, it's a very poor season for Inzaghi and his boys. Inter Milan have had 12 losses this campaign in the league. It is unheard of. It's so unimaginable to see Inter Milan losing so much. And then for AC Milan, having performed so well, won the league last season, seeing AC Milan going down to the next 3-1. A lot of question marks to be asked for the management, for the coach. In fact, the players as well. A lot of fans are complaining right now. The team is beginning to lose their shape, lose their grip. A lot of confusion with the formation for Pioli. Still trying to figure out what's going to work for the team. And in between this whole phase they are in right now, there's a Champions League game that'll be happening with AC Milan and Napoli. I think the AC Milan coach and the management needs to figure themselves out and see what's going to happen for the team going forward. For Maldini and Masara, a lot of fingers are pointing towards them as well for not investing with the right players to back up the coach Pioli after winning the league last season. But also, you want to say it all boils down to the management and what the management had to offer in terms of funds for Maldini and Masara. But generally speaking, the Milani sides are not doing quite well right now in Italy. For the Rome derby, you want to look at Lazio and Roma. What an interesting derby game it was at the weekend. Controversies everywhere for Milan, for Inter and Juventus, and also for Roma and Lazio. The goals were scored by Roma and was disallowed, and also for Lazio getting the 3 points is what matters and what counts for Lazio. For Sarri, it's a good one for Sarri. How he was able to handle this Lazio side, manage the squad despite the limited resources he has, like on his table. You still see the Lazio team performing so well, going beyond expectation. Right now, the 6th place in the table, and it's almost looking like they are one of those teams that is going to sneak in and make the top 4 position. And also, you don't want to rule out Atalanta. They're also in the mix. A lot of exciting moments right now in Italy when it comes to the top 4 positions. Yes, we know Napoli are as well good and done with the league, but the other positions are still up for grabs. It remains to be seen who's going to secure the top 4 position. But the way things are looking right now, Lazio are sitting pretty well, like in that position. And also, want to look at maybe the Milanese sides. They might find their form and try to get a little bit of consistency towards the end of the season and secure a top 4 position. I also want to putting it out there for everyone, fans and viewers, to make your prediction. Who you feel will be among the teams fighting for the top 4 position? Who's going to make it to the top 4 come the end of the season? Maybe Lazio, Roma, Inter, AC Milan, Atalanta as well. And then, of course, you don't want to forget Juventus. These are teams fighting for the top 4 positions. We all know that Napoli had secured the league title already. Just a couple of games to go, and then they'll be crowned the champion of Italy. But the other positions are still up for grabs. Let me know in the comment section, and we'll see how that turns out at the end of the season. That'll be all for now. If you like the video, I want you to like, subscribe, and share with friends. Until next time, bye for now.